I want to thank you for watching my video on assembly of this cat cage. As you can see here in photos, this is an unboxing video along with an assembly, and I'm just setting up here. I've got my shop back to the side, and as when you open these boxes, there is styrofoam everywhere. Additionally, the top portion here is the actual roof of the cat cage, and it's filled with lots of little tiny granules. And I actually do step outside and bump this thing off, and it's just all over the place. It's also great to be able to do this in an open area where you can examine every individual piece, and also have a trash can next to you so that you can just empty all this material out. Additionally, all these bits of styrofoam and plastic everywhere, and you can basically set this up so that you can have lots of room, as I am doing so in my basement. And additionally, you'll see me vacuum up more of this material here. And then I just basically use the box. I'm also examining a piece that was damaged in the shipment, and I will show you a picture of this later. But I'm still fiddling with it here and deciding if I can repair it or not. The company did state to me that they would give me a discount if I could do a DIY project on it to repair it. And I'm doing it right here now with some super glue and some vice grips, and let it set overnight. And I was overall satisfied with the repair. Again, I'll show you some pictures of the damage. It is unfortunate, but sometimes things happen where you get shipments received where parts are damaged, and it just happens. Again, I'm here on the next day, after I've repaired that piece, and again, setting up and getting ready to go. I've also added a second view here for you, just in case you wanted to see another angle. But again, all these little parts come with pieces, and I'm just setting it up for getting ready to assemble, putting the hangers on some of the framework here for the shelves to sit on. Additionally, I came to the understanding that it's nice to have two drills because once you do get this piece of equipment sent to you, you'll understand that some of these holes are pre-drilled and then others are not. So I do at some stage here will pre-drill some of the holes just to prevent things from splitting, as I don't want any damaged parts. However, unfortunately, when I did put the door together, I did not pre-drill the handle, and it did split. So this, unfortunately, is just part of putting things together and learning curve here. Now I've put the first bottom half of the cage together, and you can see here I'm lining up the wheels to place them on. And it's not very clear on how they should go on, whether they are turned one way or the other. Also, that screw, hits this screw, and it's a little frustrating, that part of it. You'll also see me pre-drilling the holes here, and that part, I just don't want any opportunity for the screws to go in and split the wood, so I just pre-drill them. But yeah, at the part of the assembly that's done at the factory, there's one screw that, when you're putting these wheels in, hits the other portion of the screw. Again, on another day here, I'm now putting the bottom pieces in and the cover that goes on, assembling additionally the shelf for the first step up. And again, just, screwing this in. This second piece here, and then now I've slid it over to the side, and I'm assembling the top portion. Just a little bit of, figuring out which piece goes where, and, otherwise it's pretty much, self-explanatory here. Also, it's advisable not to screw them completely together until you get them completely square. Again, now I'm setting the top portion onto the bottom portion. Doing a little looking here, as that second shelf there, it really doesn't, it just rests in there. It's not really fixed to anything. I mean, it could move apart, and come off, but, undoubtedly, I mean, if your cats bump into it really hard, possibly. Also, assembling the shelf that goes on the top tier here with the little box. This is not immediately square, so when you're putting it together, you do have to do some shifting here in order to, get this piece, completely done. The third and final top shelf here, just examining it and orienting the piece so that it goes in correctly, is an important part of this. As when you're screwing this in, it's secured by one screw on the back, which is a little hard to reach, but it is doable. And then two screws on the front, which you'll see me putting in here. Then assembling the roof, and this is secured with approximately, two screws in the front as you open the door, and then two screws on each side. Again, I'm putting in the hooks on the front, which again are not quite intuitive on how this is going to, lock to prevent your cat from coming out, but then eventually I do figure it out. So it works out pretty good here. And then at the end, we're going to just do a little spin here to show you the actual cage itself. And then once again, I do appreciate you for viewing my video, and have a pleasant day.